Yo my people, welcome back to Bros podcast with me, Amaan. I got Shaheim, I got Roshaan, and we got a special guest, the Ways. What are you saying?
Good, bro. How are you?
Good. Now you got a bit of experience after the first one. So this one, this is Thursday, we do a top 10. We're gonna do CDMs, best CDMs in Premier League history. So like always, I'll go through the mans that didn't make it first. 10 man gave their list, us 4, then Adil, Daniel, Ikram, Jabba, Shian and Taf. So shout out you man. As is 10 man, out of 100 points, if someone puts someone first, they got 10 points, second, 9 points, third, 8 points, down to whoever you put in 10th gets 1 point. 17 man was selected in total, yeah? So 2 players finished on 2 points, meaning one person put them both 9. Declan Rice, and I can't believe I'm saying this guy's name here. Scott McTominay.
That was me.
That was him in come in there.
I did that.
No, tough put Declan's Rice. And this toilet put McTominay. So what makes you think McTominay is a top 10 central defensive midfielder of all time?
He's like, the way you watch him play, is like the way he carries the ball, on his ball, his passing is one of the best in the league.
McFred.
I'll say he's like top 5 passer in the league. Defensively, he's like 6'4". No one gets past him. He can shoot as well.
Everyone gets past him.
No one gets past him.
Yeah, they do.
No, everyone gets past Fred. No,
He was the burger.
But then his shooting, obviously, you've seen he scored like 2 goals the other week.
What do you make of this guy?
I think it's completely bullshit.
How? Scott McTominay, man.
There's like 10 other United players you could have picked over him.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think there's 10 Premier League players.
He's got a lot of potential, but top 10 he's not even. He should. I think
Not even close to him.
no sane person would even think about putting him in, bro. I'm not even joking.
It's just the United fans, this is where they show their intelligence in it on football.
Of course.
Next on 6 points is Jordan Henderson.
That's tragic.
So 4 people voted for him. Adil and Shaheim put him 10,
Yeah, like that.
and me and the Ways put him 9.
Thank you. I respect that.
Henderson,
Henderson's not good there.
don't make that face when you put McDominay.
McDonald's better Henderson.
I can't lie, you know what, for Hendo? I used to be the biggest Hendo hater. I
I know you
I was the same. I ain't gonna lie.
But if you watch him, he's not amazing.
No, but if you
He's
look,
good.
he was a key part of Liverpool's success, man.
Yeah.
The guy took the
Exactly.
captaincy when like he could have headed off to anywhere,
Yeah.
but he stuck loyal to Klopp. He understands Klopp's plan. Guy won a Premier League and Champions League,
I
man.
came from Sunderland.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Man said he got Liverpool's first Premier League as captain. Like,
You can't.
He had a
he'll
short
always
spell.
be remembered. in
He had a short spell at Cov as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's why you have to pick him. You want to change the answer now?
No.
Give the cough, man.
Now, but you know the way he's gone to where he is now. Like he actually is a good player.
You know,
You know when you watch him
he is a
play?
captain. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
And he actually has good passing. He's got the IQ. Like he
Footwork,
actually leads the
very
team
nice.
in it. He,
I think there are games where he doesn't look like a good player, but like
Yeah.
just for like his consistency in key parts of the season, it's just like you gotta put him in.
I think he should be in that list. I think he should.
But McTominay over Hendo is a bit.
It's a bit of a stretch.
No, it's not.
It is.
How is it?
So what makes McTominay better than Henderson?
He's literally better at every part of football, apart from what he's not a good leader, because he's like 10 years younger than him.
Has he even won anything? Scott.
Was he there for Europa League days or not?
He was definitely there when he lost against Seville. When he was at Villarreal.
Villarreal.
He was definitely there for that.
Alright. 1 point ahead is the Premier League all-time appearance maker, Gareth Barry. So he was picked by only 3 people. Then y'all put him 10, Shian put him 9, and I put him 7.
I think he was a dry baller. He was dry. He's like.
No, I think he was. The reason I picked him is because he was like consistent in
That's
the
what I'm
Prem
thinking as well. He
for
was.
about 20
I don't know,
years.
man.
If you're in the Premier League for that long, and the age he was still in the
Yeah.
Premier League, where he only went to the Championship towards the end, like you gotta give it to him, man.
He wasn't
He's
nothing
got-
special though, innit?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. But then, like
It's consistent.
the consistency at the highest level, he's got a Premier League medal to his name.
Yeah.
That's why I had to I put him in my list.
But yeah, why is James Nunes like that?
I don't think he's
And
good.
Fletcher.
I think he's a centre mid.
Good job, man.
I think Barry's better than Fletcher.
Yeah, 100%.
Fletcher was good in my opinion. Fletcher was very good.
Why?
I think Fletcher's one of them guys who's in United, so that's why he's got the medals, isn't it?
Fletcher was Fletcher knew like what
good,
Fergie
yeah.
wanted out of all the players in it, so that's why he played in the middle and he got goals from there.
But
as
if
well.
you take Fletcher out, they lose any trophy.
No.
No, but
That's what I'm saying.
what I'm saying is every player they've got, they wanted something. They won something in it, and they were with Fergie.
2 people finished with 8 points. Matic and Rodri. So Matic was picked by 4-man. Shaheim had him 10. Adil and Ikram had him 9, and I had Matic at 8th. And then Rodri was picked by you and Taf in 7th, having only played 86 Premier League games.
What is underrated?
But after 86 Prem games, you think he's in top 10 all time?
I don't care. I'll should have put Fabinho there instead. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't put Fabinho on my list.
I know.
I was gonna change it for Fabinho. Yeah.
Rodri hasn't like he's brilliant player. He's brilliant to watch, and like he's playing Pep's football brilliantly. But like,
100%.
I just think he just needs a few more years, and he'll 100% be on that
Exactly,
list.
yeah. That's the only thing. He just needs years.
But to be honest, people only recognise once they finish their careers. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're right.
So I'd put someone who's not finished but he's near the end, the manager Matic.
Chelsea, yeah? United, no.
He's a 2 Prem titles to
Matic
his
was
name.
brilliant for that Chelsea team. You know when he was next to Kante, literally him and Kante were just bossing the midfield, led Fabregas to just do what he wanted to do, and then Chelsea were brilliant.
And they led
at it.
Chelsea to 2 titles.
Like,
He hasn't got that United.
Bro, even Victor Moses was a fat baller then, bro, playing right wing back.
Yeah.
That Conte team was special, man. With Costa,
I love
it was brilliant
Miss
team.
Costa, man. Roshaan, so obviously Matic is your player. He's been at Man U for about what, 4 years?
Did nothing.
Like, how would you say his United career has been?
It started off, he used to be like, he used to get into the team. He was just a normal player.
So you're saying it's just because he's old?
Now he doesn't get into the team. And when he gets
He
into the
played
team, you don't want him in the team. He slows everything down.
I think he's just there.
He's not like
United
great.
don't have many options in the middle, innit?
He loses the ball too
Do you
much.
think he's just passed in, his legs are gone?
Yeah, he's
I
slow.
think
He loses the ball a
yeah,
lot.
the quality's there, but like,
So he should
but
just
from
go
a
down.
holding, because United play the 2 holding midfielders, he's the best who can play the position, and like, it just shows where United are as a football team, innit?
Cobb's better than them. And that's
That's what he's doing.
So there's only the last player to just miss out. He actually has the same amount of points as the person in 10th, but I didn't want any like draws in the top 10 minutes. So the way I decided was the person who finished 10th was in 4 people's list, and this guy was in 3 people's list. That's why he missed out. So the guy who missed out on 11 points in 11th place is Mascherano.
oh boy. He used to, but no, he used to be good, you know.
There's
Yeah,
a
he
reason
played for
why.
West Ham as well.
There's a reason why he got the Barcelona move in it, because they saw what he was good at. Like,
And he's sick at
him and
Barcelona.
Tevez came at the same time to West Ham,
Yeah.
and then they both chipped because they were too good for them, innit?
He used to boss it in the Prem, man.
Yeah.
But you know with him?
He was just a
That's what
hot
I'm
head
saying.
little bit, innit?
Odin and
Two
Ikram had
rappers.
him 8th, and you had him 6th. So obviously you rate.
Maybe
He is your boy.
Maybe that's straight to work.
This is a little player.
His reading of the game was brilliant. You know, even like,
Do you think where his best was at Barca though?
I think he was raw at Liverpool. Like, he had the experience at West Ham.
Yeah.
Then he came to Liverpool and he did well for Liverpool, but unfortunately, like, they just wasn't like Liverpool had a really like
Yeah.
bad luck again in the Premier League.
Barca, he just chilled out, played football.
That's it, man. Because you got Xavi and Iniesta next to you. Like, you don't have to do
that's
much,
it.
man.
Roshaan,
Yeah.
you never had him in your list. How come? Yeah, you had McTominay with him.
You both have him.
Oh,
You know.
I didn't really.
You realise it now, innit? When you hear the names.
I'm not. I didn't really watch my squad and like that. But I'm not that old to be watching games.
he only retired a few years ago. Not that long.
But he wasn't a great player.
He was a great player.
Nah.
He was a great player.
He wasn't really that good.
He was.
Was he a part of Liverpool's Champions League team?
The Milan one.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he was.
I don't know. He's got 2 with Barca, I think.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say he wasn't a great player when
No, come on.
Barca played him as much as they did in their like one of the most successful periods.
Just Roshaan, that's what it is. Right.
No, what do you want me to do? I don't watch them. I don't go out of my way to watch Match Corner highlights. So
I don't think anyone does, man.
so I can't really say anything about him. He's just there.
Alright, so now getting on to the main list, our joint list. In 10th place on our list, just barely edging out Mascherano, yeah. On 11 points as well, is Emmanuel Petit. So he was chosen by me in 10th, Daniel and Jabba in 9th, and Shian had him 5th. Yeah.
Sean's a FIFA
So that
legend.
means
He's
you,
a FIFA legend. That's
so that
what it
means
is there.
none of you had him in it. So how come you don't, you didn't put Petit in your team?
We probably didn't like. I didn't see him enough in it. Like,
Oh,
you know what I
He
mean?
is an
I
old
haven't seen
player,
him.
innit?
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, 3 years at Arsenal, 3 years at Chelsea. He retired in 2004.
Tell the mans that picked him, put in the comments like why they picked him.
Where
you
do
know
you
what I
see
mean?
him? But
I picked him because he's a
What does he win?
So I know him, innit? He's got a Prem to his name. He won the World Cup and Euros. Right,
So
Arsenal.
he's been successful, man.
yeah,
He has.
He's done his thing.
but I just didn't really. I didn't watch one
See him,
game.
innit?
Yeah, so I didn't really come to my head to be honest. I'll be honest. But,
Alright, 10 points ahead of him. Of those two, sorry. With 21 points is Liverpool's current big man,
and
Fabinho.
oh,
End over with the
Oh, yeah, I forgot about it.
Fabinho. So obviously,
He just scored
your
today,
boy, he just scored today.
Yeah.
So why do you think
I-
after only 101 games?
I don't
He's in
think
the
people
list.
realise how important he is to Liverpool. I think without the squad, game over.
Yeah.
Even like when he was injured and that, like,
Yeah.
we missed him. Like we just said, oh, we need Fabinho back. We need Fabinho back.
I think it's very underrated.
And
what-
there's times where he's actually like
Yeah.
slowed the pace
Yeah.
down attackingly, and Liverpool have just gone on to just attack.
He even scored today.
So what qualities do you think make Fabinho so good?
Passing, defending, vision.
His position is brilliant as well,
Yeah.
man. Like he gets stuck in, and you hardly see him make a mistake.
You don't, you know.
And even when Liverpool had the centre back dilemma where they were injured, he stepped up and played
Stepped
centre
up,
half.
Yeah.
So like he's a proper squad player.
How long do you see him staying at Liverpool?
It's just in his contract, isn't he?
Oh, this
Yeah.
is his own.
Yeah, you kind of.
I think he'll be there for a while, but
I've been
like
there 5 years.
because he's won Champions League and Premier League, you know what I mean? Like
Mm.
if he wants to do something, but in my opinion, like Barca and Madrid and like Bayern are not as attractive as they once were. You know,
Yeah.
Like,
There's not really any steps up now.
yeah, like
Basically,
Premier League
Yeah,
is
you're right,
like
you're right.
Yeah.
the high level in it, but like I mean,
So what
if
do
we-
you think he needs to do in order to get higher up on this list?
Keep doing what he's doing for the
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
And
Literally.
Consistency, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Consistency.
literally. That's what the main thing is of football, being consistent. Like, people like Rashford, he is next level when he's fit, but he's never really consistent. But he could be
I think Rashford's one of those players
next
that
level.
he just hasn't gone up.
Yeah.
You know, as a player,
He's gone down.
like
Injuries
he
as well.
stayed the same.
That's when you need an elite manager to come and take you to the next level. Like, imagine Rashford in the Pep.
But he had managers playing him when he's got a
Yeah.
bone floating in his
Yeah,
head.
but he was playing whole season.
Like look what Pep did to Sane. Look at the play he made Sane. I think
Sane now.
that's what I'm saying. I think he could do the same to Rashford. I think he can make Rashford as good as
I think
Sane.
Rashford's a better player than Son.
I think he's on,
Potential-wise,
I think he's on more potential,
That's
but
what I'm saying, potential-wise.
but if you look at Sane is
Potential-wise, Rashford's not better than Son.
yeah different. For Bayern, he's been.
You ain't think Rashford's got more potential than Son?
No.
Alright, 4 points ahead of Fabinho with 25 points is an invincible Gilberto Silva. So he was selected by Awais in 8th, Daniel Jabashian is 7th, and then Roshaan and Taff had him 6th. So Roshaan, you had him the highest out of us, so how come you put him in?
He never even watched him.
So you just put him in?
Nah, I've seen his name on the list, didn't I? Best CDMs in Premier League history.
Oh, sure.
Even
Yeah, but you put him in, so.
Yeah, but like he was in the invincible team, innit?
Yeah.
Like, and like if you're next to Vieira playing, man,
and you get recognition.
that's what I'm saying,
It's
man.
next level.
Wenger said that in the Invincible team, he is the most underrated player and he was one of the most like key players.
That's
in
why
that
he
team.
was in the team. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
with the invincible team, like going unbeaten in the
Yeah.
Premier League, like you have not seen it before, and there's a reason why you haven't seen it because it's so hard to do.
Yeah.
like even though they got draws and that, like a lot of draws, and they were out of the cup competitions early, but it's still a hard thing to do.
And that's what I'm saying. You know, when people look at Invincible, all the people they get the applauded like the Bergkamp and Thierry and Vieira, but then Gilberto Silva, he doesn't get the.
But that's the thing about a lot of holding midfield, because they don't get goals.
Defensive players don't get the recognition.
That's what I'm saying. They never get recognition unless people like fully watch and play.
Yeah.
And people don't watch a lot of games. A lot of people just look at stats and that, and you can't really find good stats from a holding unless it's covering distance or clean sheets,
Yeah,
goals.
you're right.
So would you say this is a fair place in the list? 7th? I mean 8th.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit higher.
Yeah, you can put him higher, but like because we didn't watch him much, but
Well, I think we all seen this.
like,
guy.
if we were speaking 10 years time and we were comparing teams that we're watching right now, then it would be much more easier to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Like, imagine our kids probably won't even realise how good Messi and Ronaldo were.
That's what I'm saying. And like,
Good, our deep players like we know how good.
Or
they are.
even other players who ain't got the stats, they say, for example, like Coutinho and Hazard.
Yeah. Like, I don't think Jermaine Defoe and that get recognition.
yeah, and they've got like over 100 goals, man.
Yeah.
So like,
So next, 12 points ahead, so a decent jump up in 37 points. Man United former player and former caretaker manager, Michael Carrick. He was picked by 8 people with only Arden and Sean not picking him. So Ikram put him 10, Shaheim 9, Daniel had him 8, Waits had him 6, me and Taf had him 4th, Jabba had him 4th, and Roshaan had him 3rd. So what makes Michael Carrick, in your opinion, like that good?
United, just say United.
He was a United player. He wore a United shirt, so it automatically puts him 5 places higher. But he was actually a good player. Everyone underrates him because he wasn't like that. Like
He was in the Prem for 20 years.
yeah, he played a lot, but he's not really that a big player. He like scores goals.
He's up 5.
He was just a good player. Like he did everything well. Well, he won the Champions League. What more do you want?
Carrick.
Yeah, 5 years with West Ham and 2 years with Tottenham. I didn't know that.
Michael Carrick.
What?
So do you think he's underrated?
Yeah, I think he's heavily underrated. One of the most underrated players in the Premier League.
You don't think he gets the respect?
Nah, he's way better than in Liverpool.
McTominay is better than McTominay.
That's how I think.
So Shaheim, I'm guessing you don't rate him that much. How come?
This is right. You know what he reminds me of? You know what he reminds me of? Jorginho.
How?
Just
them dry. Them
Ballon
boring players.
d'Or, he should have won it.
You see, he's finished third.
Yeah, that's my bad.
I rate Jorginho more than
Carrick,
Mike
yeah.
Carrick.
No, that's his why.
Carrick says he just looks like a school teacher. I was like, he was dry. I just don't like when he plays football.
What do you think of Michael Carrick?
I think Carrick was good, man. You know, I think people don't appreciate that 2008 season United team.
Yeah.
They were very, very good, and they had a midfield of Carrick and Anderson. When Fergie left, where was Anderson after? No one heard of him after him because Fergie got the best out of them. But like, Carrick was good, man, because if you win titles, you're known for that, man. And he won titles.
And you weren't like he was a bench player. He was starting every
Yeah.
week. He was one of the main players.
Yeah, I'll put him 5th in my list.
Yeah,
I rate him.
but this guy is that.
Good night. That's right.
You know what I mean? I'll put him third.
Yeah, that's you though, innit? You're just
Yeah, you put him in. Alright. On 43 points is the only player on this list without a Premier League medal. Liverpool's Champions League winning former midfielder Xabi Alonso.
No one on this table here I can speak bad about Xabi Alonso.
No, I can't. But me and Taff are the only people who didn't put him in the list.
You put Michael Carrick.
I think a lot of people put him on the list because of what he did afterwards.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know what I mean? But in a
just
Liverpool
Premier League
shirt, we saw like the player he
You
could
saw.
have been.
A couple bangers here and there.
You know what I mean?
No.
And like the guy, him and Gerrard literally carried that team in the Istanbul final, man.
You're right.
Like he played a proper role in winning that game, but like I think technique-wise he was brilliant, man.
Yeah.
He was brilliant to watch, and like he just did
Skillful as well.
did stuff so effortlessly.
Yeah.
So in terms of say as a pure passer, wherever
He
you
was-
say
he was
is
next
up
level.
there in the Prem.
Probably one of the best. Probably one. What, long passing, short passing? Just
Just
passing in general.
passing in general,
Yeah, he's one of he's at least top 2,
Yeah.
top 3.
And like his work rate was again was brilliant as well. Like he'd get stuck in, And he was a winner. He was a winner, man.
Yeah,
He was a World
I
Cup
agree.
winner, man.
The only reason I didn't put him in is because the best of him was at Madrid.
That's what I'm saying as well. That's why a lot of people are putting him in the list because
Yeah.
of what he did.
But I still think him at Liverpool was still top 10.
No, but Liverpool didn't have that midfielder that could play with Gerrard after he left. Because
Yeah.
him and Mascherano left in the same season.
Yeah.
So Liverpool found it very hard to replace him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
So 4 points ahead is City's current captain on 47 points.
You're right.
Fernandinho. He was picked by everyone. Roshaan, Shaheim and Taf had him 8. Adil Ikram Awais had him 7. Shian 6. Jabba had him 5th. And then me and Daniel had him the highest in 4th place.
He's brilliant.
Yeah,
That's
he's
what I'm
He's awesome.
I really
he
so
does
highly
his job
rated.
like next level.
Well, he's got 4 Premier Leagues, so he's gonna add a 5th Premier League to his name this season. Like,
I think if he gets the Champions League, he'll just top off in it. It'll be the cherry on the cake. You know what I mean?
He's had a very good career,
he's got 26 career trophies.
That's what I mean.
I mean, he has got 6 Ukrainian Premier Leagues and 6 EFL Cups.
You think he's very underrated?
I think he's underrated. Yeah.
I do as well.
So
I'll put him 4th on my list. Like, I really think he's a good player. Like,
and
he's better than Michael Carrick.
he wasn't supposed to extend the contract as well. Like, he was supposed to go,
Yeah.
but he still stuck by it. And look, he's still doing dirt, bro,
Yeah.
in the league.
When he comes on,
And the guy is like, he was part of the Centurions team as well, and like, that's just crazy to do.
yeah, I think he deserves. Where was he? 6th? Did you say?
Overall,
5th overall.
fifth overall.
Yeah.
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 Do you think this, when he leaves, say he leaves this season, you think he'll go down as a Man City legend?
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah,
He should be,
100%.
He should do 100%.
He's their captain, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, we've all seen him play. What skills does he possess that makes him 5th overall on this list?
I think his work rate, you know.
Work rate's unreal.
He's
and,
like, you run.
he's
like
not
Kante,
afraid.
you
He's not
run.
afraid to get stuck in as well, man.
Yeah.
Defensively.
Defensively, like, he does a job as a defender, like what you'd expect from a
Yeah.
defensive midfielder.
Yeah, he does the job, innit, basically.
Leadership as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fernandinho getting a love on here. So in 4th place, 17 points ahead, same comfy is my boy, Claude Makelele. 10th by Roshaan. So Roshaan is Me and Jabba 6th, then Yal and Sheem 5th, Awais 4th, Ikram Shian in 3rd, and Adil and Taf had him 2nd.
Okay, now that's a bit of a stretch out there, Top. Because there's only 2 players that I can think now that should be top 2.
You can't put him second.
And he shouldn't be there. He shouldn't be there. No chance. Not Claude Makelele.
No, he's trying.
He's
No,
not
but
dry.
when you hear like when you hear about Makelele, Kante got comparisons to him
Yeah.
being like the old Makelele. So it just shows how good Makelele was.
Yeah.
Like the role,
You know what I mean?
people say that's the Makelele role, innit? So he had a role named after him.
And we look at Kante play today, and guy's insane, man. Like his work rate's brilliant. He just covers distance, man.
And that was Makelele in the day.
Was he actually like how Kante is?
Yeah, he helped Chelsea win the first 2
But
Premier
Kante's just a better version, isn't it?
But like you know, back in the days, it was very hard to find like a proper like
Yeah.
grafter in the middle.
Yeah.
So when he came, he like shocked the Premier League, man. And like people rated him. That's why he got the move to Madrid afterwards, didn't he? Yeah.
And you have to remember, in his first season at Chelsea, Chelsea only conceded 15 goals in the whole season.
If you see that Chelsea team, that Mourinho team that won the Premier League
Yeah.
that year, I don't think they conceded. How many goals did they concede that season?
15.
And they won the Premier League that
They won the
year.
Premier 95 points.
I think he
That was the
deserves
highest for
fourth
like
place.
until City broke
I
it.
think he was brilliant, man. And like Mourinho was known for being a very defensive manager. He had Carvalho at the back with Terry, and like if you're conceding that many goals in that season and win the league,
It shows
like,
something.
it just shows he done his
Yeah,
shit right,
you're
man.
right. So yeah, 4th, yeah.
Roshaan, you put him 10th, and you obviously you call him a fraud in that. Why do you not rate my boy?
No, it is. Okay, 10th is maybe a bit of a stretch, but Kante is a lot better than Makelele. As a player,
I don't think a lot
Makelele
better.
runs around a lot.
I think he is.
Kante
better.
runs around a lot, but Kante can do other stuff. He's a good passer. He's got a shine.
But that's the thing with Makelele.
He's a dribbler.
He's one of them unselfish players. It's not about
Makelele can't do
stats.
that.
It's about helping the team. And look at the achievement that he achieved with Chelsea. Saying that, you think that could happen again? Someone look, 15 goals in 38 games and conceded.
Yeah, I think City could do that.
Yeah.
That is a. Let's just. I don't know.
I think City could do that.
Actually, no chance there.
I think Chelsea had an unbeaten record at home for, was it 3 seasons or 4?
Yeah, it was at 86
It
games.
was crazy, man. They didn't lose a home game for that long.
Didn't Liverpool have that?
Yeah, Liverpool had the
lost.
same as well. But Chelsea's was the highest.
No, I think Liverpool's is in the 60s.
And then Liverpool had that
Watford
proper
beat-
blip, man.
And Watford beat, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yes, the Aston Villa ones.
So third place has 72 points, 8 more than Claude McLeary. Third place is United legend
Roy Keane.
and one of the
How the hell did he
greatest
end up
ever
there?
Premier League captains ever, Roy Keane.
How is he ended up there?
So he was selected 8th by Shaheim, 5th by Adil, me, Awais and Taf had him 3rd, Daniel Jabashim had him 2nd, and Ikram and Roshaan had him 1st.
I think you could argue first, second, and third.
Yeah, of course.
I don't think any lower than that. I don't think any lower.
Where like all the people that have done their list, he's top for a reason, man.
Yeah.
You know, like people do recognise he was a good player.
Yeah.
He was always
Like,
angry though,
he
wasn't
was a good leader. Like he cared for his team, and you know if you got that kind of player in your dressing room, you're gonna win shit,
Yeah.
man.
he? Yeah.
Like your players are gonna
7
realise.
titles.
Yeah, the thing is, everyone thinks
So
that Roy
United
Keane was just
for
like
a hot headed,
13
hot
years.
headed and he
yeah.
used to stick on everyone, but he was actually a good
He was
player.
a winner, man.
He was
a
actually
winner.
like one of the
He got
best players on the
PFA
team.
Players Player of the Year.
He was one of the best.
Riders
People
Player of
think
the
he was
Year.
just like, he was just a leader. He was one of the best players on the United team.
Yeah.
Okay, so you think he's number 1. Why do you think he's like the best?
Well, because I think what every other CDM has, I think he has all of them combined. He's that.
Did he have the work rate at Kante?
So like you said, his
He needed that.
No.
so do you think his like leadership and his like hard-head persona?
I think that and his
clouds
trophies.
people's just.
I think his trophies and his persona took him to another level where Vieira probably can't get.
Like imagine
That's a flat statement.
imagine nowadays, yeah, having 2 holding midfielders having beef every time they play. You know
Yeah.
how like the whole of
Yeah.
like the people in England will watch that game
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to see them to go at it.
Yeah.
Like it just shows like what football is missing nowadays.
Yeah.
We had a small hint of it with flipping Lukaku and Ibrahimovic.
Yeah.
You know, if Lukaku stayed, it would have been very interesting to see Inter versus AC.
Yeah.
But like, I think we just missed that. Like the game's got a bit soft. in my
Yeah.
opinion.
The game's a lot different.
It's gone a lot soft, but I think we need teams to like fully go
It's
at
a
it,
lot
man.
about money now, isn't it?
Even
No,
his
it's-
wife wasn't like that anymore.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. Like you
right.
see, like
They're shaking hands and
they're,
stuff.
they're hugging after the
Yeah.
game, and they're like do that in the dressing room, but on the pitch you just
Go
give
at
it all,
it.
innit?
Go at it. Yeah.
Like Liverpool, United, there needs to be a proper intense game.
I think Liverpool players would. I think it's the United players that.
Yeah.
No, we got players that would do that. Like Bruno Fernandes would definitely stick on them.
You might as well
to get better,
beefy,
he would
man.
stick on them, innit?
If you
You
look,
think Pogba's gonna give it all up? He'll
Pogba,
do a
yeah.
dancing
Yeah.
Monday.
Yeah.
Probably came on, got a record and went off.
I know.
Why would do it?
especially your academy players.
Yeah, we got younger players now. That's why there's a difference, isn't it? They wouldn't do that.
No, but yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Greenwood's
Greenwood,
legs get chopped.
they
Yeah, Greenwood
they ain't got the
get chopped.
fire in them, bro. Like the
They don't
United DNA.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. The game's gone a lot technical nowadays,
Yeah,
man. It's
it's
all
all
about
business now.
tactics and that, man.
It's not really. They don't have the passion for football anymore. Man.
Just United. So in second place, 6 points ahead of Roy Keane with 83 points, is my World Cup winner, N'Golo Kante, my boy. He was picked by Adil, Ikram, Roshaan and Shaheim in 4th, Daniel Rode in 3rd, me, Awais and Shaheim 2nd, and Jabba and Tav Rode in 1st.
Me personally,
You can't go first.
I don't think you can go first or second.
You can't put him.
Me personally,
You been 4th.
Second maybe,
Yeah.
but you can't put him first.
third, I would say I should have put.
I just think his story is brilliant, man.
Yeah,
Like where he came
is.
from.
Yeah.
Like he was I think a French Division 4 player or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. Then
And he got signed to Leicester.
Leicester.
And then he did his dirt. He won the title there. Like
He was
that
only
in
there
itself
one
is
year. He was only
crazy.
there 1 year.
And
He was only
he
at
won,
Leicester 1 year.
and he carried that with him and Drinkwater together, man.
And then
Chelsea signed both of them.
One of them ended up sick, one of them ended up there.
But yeah, man, I just think like, not even the story, but to watch him play, he's like he covers a lot of.
Yeah.
He just gives it his all, man, and
Yeah.
he reads his reading of the game is brilliant, man.
He's got 7 trophies, 2 Prems, Champions League, Europa League, World Cup.
And even individual honours, man. He won
He's got
PFA Player of the Year.
Premier League Player of the Year, FWA Player of the Year, 2-time Team of the Year.
Thing is, yeah, Kante, he's a lot like, there's a lot of players like him now, there's workhorses, but the reason why Kante is better is because he's got other stuff to his game.
Yeah.
He's not just a workhorse who just runs around.
Like Fred.
No, not Fred. Fred's actually good. I see him more like someone else.
Yeah, do you remember his goal versus Leicester this season when he was playing like not holding, but he was playing number 6
Against Leicester.
number 8. Sorry, he was playing number It was at King Tower, man. He scored. I think it was a left foot.
Oh, and a rebound.
I know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like seeing him like having that to his game as well. It's just crazy.
He's got a shot in him.
Yeah.
And it was with his weak foot too, man.
Yeah.
So what impresses you the most about Kante? Like, you don't see many players like him in the game, innit?
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have many midfielders that would run around all game.
Like
Man.
90 minutes into the game, he'll still be there. Running
Yeah,
around.
man.
Could be the India bring like that.
Like even like Gundogan said, he's like the toughest player he's ever played against.
Yeah.
And he just sticks at you. He's not like you get
But
at
like,
you.
a lot of players have said this though. Like Kante is 1 minute you're looking that way and then you look back and he's there. And like he's everywhere, man.
Yeah,
So Shaheim, you said you don't think Kante can reach one or two.
Not reach. I don't think he should be there now.
Oh.
Right now.
Yeah, I'll put him second. I think he's better than Roshaan.
I don't think he's there.
I don't think he's better than the person we put number 1. But so what does Kante need to do to reach the number 1? You think he needs more titles to his name?
No, I just don't think he's good enough to.
I'm not easy. I mean, give me another Premier or another Champions League where he's influential in. Then I'll put him. I'll give him.
You can't say that because Joaquin won how many Premier
Yeah, he was
Leagues?
there for 12 years, 13
Yeah,
years.
but
No.
Instead, I'm saying he's won so many, but you can't say Kante wins 2 more Premier Leagues. He's at his level.
No,
He's won still.
I think Kante's a better player than Joaquin.
No.
Also, Kante's having a trophy soon, isn't it?
He's not a better player than Joaquin.
You're biased anyway. You get my job there.
So, in first place, 10 points clear of Kante, 93 points out of 100. Arsenal's former captain.
Yeah, best one to ever win in the
Yeah,
Premier.
that's it,
Yeah,
man.
you can't do that now.
The
He was
guy,
chosen by
the guy
Tafa
had-
4th, Jabba had him 3rd, Ikram and Roshaan 2nd, me, Adil, Danyal, away, Shaheim and Shian had him number 1. So 6 out of 10 man picked him first.
You can.
the
He's
guy
the
had
best.
everything to game, man.
Yeah.
He had goals. He was just
Passing,
literally
work
that's it,
rate,
yeah.
everything.
And he was like he had the physique for it as well.
Yeah.
Man, like
He was kind of tall as well.
that's
Wasn't
what
he?
he's
He's got a player of the season award as well. Him and Kante the only ones on the list to have it.
that just shows in it like how good he was. Because players of the season are just those players who stand out for the whole year.
31 goals, 34 assists in the Prem.
So what's your excuse?
More excuse.
You don't think he's first, isn't it?
Who was his number 1 key?
Yeah.
Keane, yeah, he won like probably like 10 times the amount of trophies that he did.
I think it's a United thing, like United fans, when no United fans will say Scholes ain't as good as Gerald or Lampard or Vieira's worse than Keane.
Well, trophies are a big point. This ain't just individually. It's
But like,
trophies are
say
a
for
big part
example,
of this.
you pick Rooney over Thierry, innit?
Yeah.
It's United.
He won about 10 times.
Prem
more
striker.
trophies.
He's got more career trophies than
Yeah.
your boy Keane.
Yeah, Prem
5
striker.
FA Cups, 4 Serie A's, 3 Premier Leagues, a
Yeah,
World
Premier
Cup
League.
and the Euros.
Why is he Serie A's?
Yeah.
In Premier League.
No, I'm saying his career trophies.
But winning Premier League.
He's got a World Cup and the Euros to his name as well.
I've said Vieira. You don't even need to give a reason.
So like, what quality do you think made him like dominate midfield in the Prem for so many
Height and
years?
strength.
Yeah, that's
And
it,
the way
man.
he's
He had
worked with it.
strength. He had literally everything
Yeah.
to his game. His passing abilities were brilliant. He had fight in his game.
That's what I'm saying. He had the passion.
That's what I'm
innit?
saying, and he was a good player. Like people appreciated
Yeah.
him for who he was. That's why even Keane, you know, when them two had like a 1-to-1, like he even said he only went at him because he was that good.
Yeah.
Because like
You have to.
that's what I'm saying. That's the only way you beat people. Like you get into their heads.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can have all the quality, but if you don't have like that bit of patience, like you could just lose it, and that's why Vieira did lose it, and he got sent
Yeah.
off once.
So what do you make of the overall list?
I think it's not like there's a lot of similarities in the list,
A couple
innit?
of things you could change. Maybe
Yeah.
1 player, 2 player, but
But people are entitled to their own opinion. Like people have their own views on.
Apart from Carrick.
McTominay.
that was a bit of yeah.
That
That was a stretch.
You wait till you see my list, then you're gonna see.
I know Lingard's in there.
Bruno's one. Is Bruno one?
Just Lingard's number 7. Stay tuned for that one.
Stay tuned for that
So on that note, we're gonna end the podcast here. I hope you enjoy it. Make sure you like, make sure you comment, and make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell thing to get notified. Make sure you check out Spotify if you prefer the audio. Make sure you see the Monday videos for the main podcast. And yeah, we're out. Peace.